Let's continue with the third chapter from your economics book of grade 10, and the name of the chapter is labor. And today we are going to start from efficiency of labor. By efficiency of labor we mean the productive capacity or productivity of the labor. How much the labor is able to produce, that is what is going to get measured here. What is the efficiency? Importance of efficiency. The supply of labor is measured in quantity. The supply is getting measured in the quantity form, okay, but the production capacity of labor force of a country depends not only on the quantity but also on the quality. What is the quality of that labor? This quantitative aspect of the problem of measuring production capacity is emphasized in the discussion of efficiency of labor. So either to go for the quality, go for quantity, how to measure the efficiency of labor, now we are going to study. So there are three different issues which involve this kind of measurement. One is the quality. Okay, let us start with the quantity given in your book first. So quantity, they're starting with the quantity of output per labor. So how much the production is being done. For example, let us take two workers, A and B. A is producing 10 saris within 5 hours and B is producing 5 saris within that 10 hours. Time is same for both. A is also getting 10 hours, B is also getting 10 hours. A is giving us the output of 10 saris and B is giving us the output of 5 saris. So clearly we can say quantity wise A is much more efficient than B. Next is coming quality of output. Now let us take the same assumption once again. Both are getting 10 hours each, A and B, both are getting 10 hours. A have produced 10 saris which are of average quality and B have produced 5 saris which is of very excellent, means very good quality. Okay, so we can say now quality wise B is much more efficient. Okay, time taken to produce. Now the difference will be measured on the basis of time. Suppose A have produced 5 saris taking 10 hours and B have produced 5 saris taking 20 hours. So we can say A is much more efficient. A have produced 10 saris utilizing 10 hours. B have produced as 10 saris utilizing 20 hours. So we can say time taken by A is much more lesser than B. So A is here in this case much more efficient than B. So often there is a conflict between the different aspects, and the conflict is what is the you can say that the quality quantity conflict. Okay, this is a conflict which is told as a quality quantity conflict. Okay, greater output of inferior quality versus smaller output with superior quality, which will win? How to measure this? Okay, so for instance that A produces more than B does but also takes more time to do so, or A produces a greater quality of a good than B in the same time but the output of B is a better quality. In these statements it seems difficult to say which is more efficient of two, A or B. So let us find out how can we find out. Now the economists have found out a way out to solve this problem of quantity quality conflict. Okay, quantity quality conflict, they have resolved it with the value terms. Okay, value terms. What is the value of the output they are making? Here you can see there are 4 workers, worker A, B, C and D. Okay, worker A, number of saris woven in a month. So A have woven how many saris? 20 saris. B have woven 15 saris. C have woven 10 saris and D have woven 5 saris. So if we go on the quantity basis, we can clearly say that if we go on the quantity basis, you can see if we go on the quantity basis, we can easily say A is the most efficient and D is the least efficient person here. Next, let us go for the quality. You can see the third column, quality. So A have made 20 saris of very bad quality B have given 15 sarees of bad quality, C have given 10 sarees of good quality, and D have given 5 sarees of very good quality. So quality wise we can say D is the most efficient one. Okay. Now how to understand which is the most efficient, because A is somewhere we are saying good, D is again we are saying in quality wise is good. So who is the best person here? So we have to calculate, see the fourth column, price per sari. So as A have made 20 saris of bad quality, this bad quality sari, each sari will be sold in the market with 50 rupees. So that person have made 20 saris. So 20 into 50 we are getting 1000. Right? B have made 15 saris of bad quality. This bad quality, each sari will get sold with rupees 100. So 100 into 15 we are getting 1500. C have made 10 saris of good quality. This good quality sari will get sold with rupees 200 each. So 200 into 10 we are getting 2000. And D have made 5 saris only, which is of very good quality, and this very good quality will get sold with rupees 300 each. So 300 into 5 we are getting 1500. So now the value of the output you can see 2000, value column 2000 is the best price we are getting. So that is worker C. So like this we are calculating here in this chart, we can understand not worker A, not worker D, worker C is the most efficient worker in this table given. Okay. Next is determinants of labor efficiency. There are few, you can say, conditions which affects the efficiency of a labor, or which enhances the efficiency of labor also. It can hamper, it can enhance also. Ability and willingness of the workers to work and to learn skills. It depends upon the health first of all. Okay, here in this point I have highlighted two, you can say I have underlined 2 points. One is the health, one is the average age. So health, you can say, depends upon the health of the worker and therefore on the wage rate and the standard of living. So everything is included. Okay, if the wage rate is high, if the income of the workers are good, they will lead a high standard of life. That is, they will lead a, you can say, hygienic life and a high standard of life. If they are having a high standard of life, then they will be healthy, and if they will be healthy, they will be eager to work more, to earn more, and they will eager to learn the skills more. Okay, so health is one of the important factor. Next we are having, it depends upon the average age, okay, of any worker. If a worker who is around 60 years, will he have much more labor power than a worker who is of 30 years of age? Right? A person, a labor who is having maybe age around 25-30, that person will have much more labor power than the person who is around 50 to 60. Next we are having climatic factors. Working under extreme climates like too very hot and too very cold is really difficult, and the efficiency of the labor decreases. Whereas if the temperate zone, if the temperature, the climate is moderate, then the efficiency of the labor increases, because they are comfortable in that weather and they can work smoothly for hours without taking a break. Okay. Next we are having locational differences. If somebody who is born and brought up in plains like us, in the plain regions, and suddenly they get a job in the hilly area, it is very difficult for us to go up in the hilly areas and do the jobs there, moving from one place to another in that steep roads, in the slopey roads, will really be very difficult for us. So location is also a great factor. Next we are having mental qualities. Mental quality means here they are talking about the IQs. You can say if the person is generally educated, okay, general education is there within the worker, then that person will be able to learn new skills, new technologies very easily. Okay, and that person shall have some moral qualities in that labor. What is the moral quality? To be punctual, to come on time is called punctuality. To be disciplined, whatever the boss is saying, the laborers are listening. Okay, this kind of self-respect, self-sufficiency, okay, can do lots of work. So these are the moral qualities which are needed for the efficiency of labor. Next we are having working conditions. Working conditions, here you can say, if there is a good working environment, that will increase the efficiency. If all the colleagues, all the laborers in the factory are working peacefully, the production will keep on increasing. If there is a fight, conflict, always quarreling among the workers, the efficiency will decrease. Even not only among the laborers or workers, the relation with the employer and employee, if the relation of the labor and the boss is also good, then also the production increases. If the relation is bad, then the production again gets hampered. Socio political environment. Socio means, here they are trying to tell us that if in the factory where we find that there is higher caste, lower caste, religious differences, if this kind of differences are there in the factory, okay, you are so and so caste, you cannot work here, go at the last machines, if this kind of things are there, then that means the production will get hampered. Political freedom is to be given to the laborers. No matter if some party is forming the government, maybe that party is being supported by the owner of the factory, it is not necessary that the laborers will also have to support the same political party. They can support some other party also. That must not hamper the laborers. So these are the few factors which determines the efficiency of a labor. Hope you understood till this much. Thank you.